Peace, Freunde, willkommen zu einem weiteren Video. Heute ist endlich der FIFA 23 Trailer rausgekommen vom Gameplay. Das letzte Mal habe ich ich kann es euch mal kurz zeigen, hier auf den FIFA 23 Trailer reagiert. Der hat mittlerweile 73.000 Klicks. Der war in den Trends. Kuss geht raus, dass ihr das Ding so supportet habt. Und heute reagieren wir auf den Gameplay Trailer. Freunde, lasst ein Like da, lasst ein kostenloses Abo da, wenn ich mir mehr Leaks reinziehen soll, euch mehr aktualisieren soll, wenn ich was Neues sehe, dann werde ich euch immer auf den neuesten Stand bringen. Freunde, ich will gar nicht labern, wir gehen rein.
We're in for a treat. Here's everything new coming to gameplay in FIFA 23.
Can't wait to hear more about Hypermotion 2.
Let's throw it to Sheldon and our gameplay team to dive into the details.
Thank you, Derek. Joined by the one and only Shauna Games and our gameplay dev team, Sam and Concho. Everyone, how you doing?
Good, thanks.
Ich finde, FIFA 23 muss jetzt so gut werden wie noch nie. Einfach aus dem Grund, weil jetzt Konkurrenzprodukte auf den Markt kommen und ab FIFA 24 gibt es ja FIFA 24 nicht mehr. Da heißt das Spiel ja nicht mehr FIFA, sondern EA Sports FC. Dann kommt noch das Spiel von Ronaldo, dann kommt noch da ein Spiel. Deswegen muss FIFA mit FIFA 23 jetzt überzeugen, mit den Servern überzeugen und allgemein einfach uns bei dem Spiel versuchen zu behalten. Oder wie sagt man das? Ihr wisst, was ich meine.
Thanks.
Feeling good. How are you?
I'm super excited to play FIFA 23. Cheers for asking.
Okay, let's get right into it. Today, we're talking about Hypermotion 2, women's football, attacking, defending, goalkeepers, and Shauna's favorite, skill moves.
Skill Moves ist für mich auch ein geiler Punkt. Und Hypermotion 2 bin ich gespannt drauf. Es kam ja das letzte Mal Hypermotion raus und das haben die jetzt anscheinend nochmal überarbeitet und es gibt jetzt Hypermotion 2, also soll noch krasser geworden sein. Bin ich gespannt. Aber ich hoffe, dass man wieder mehr Skills als nur 3 Skills in Folge machen kann.
First, let's start with Hypermotion 2. What have we got?
So Hypermotion is our groundbreaking next-gen technology that combines advanced 11 versus 11 match capture with machine learning. And with Hypermotion 2 this year, for FIFA 23, we carried out twice as much real-world motion capture than we did last year. That's 2 full high-intensity matches with training drills.
Oh, wow, that sounds amazing.
That's right. So there was like a shooting drill. We got a ton of great data for power shots and goalkeepers. We also did one-on-ones, so a lot of new dribbles. And the way the defender jockeyed and tried to counter that dribble, we've got all that motion. So the beauty of training drills is that we can get a high volume of data that maybe you would see only once or twice in a full 90-minute match. But in the training drills, we got it over and over again in a short period of time.
And Hypermotion 2 is a technology that empowers the...
Digga, das sieht schon wild aus. Ich sag ehrlich, das sieht schon real aus, ne? Wenn die das wirklich so mit diesen Greenscreens und so aufnehmen und dann so in FIFA übertragen, könnte das schon echt wild an die Realität rankommen.
improvements across all the gameplay areas, and in the end it takes us over 6,000 new true-to-football animations transferred from
Boah, wenn sogar die Skills so real werden, das wäre heftig.
the pitch directly into the game.
Yeah, and don't forget our machine learning algorithm. It's learning from over 9 million frames of data that we captured from these XSense motion capture shoots. So to sum it up, it's more motion capture data than we've ever captured before. And they're professional athletes playing competitive matches, and that's what's going into the game, feeding our animation and
Feier ich sehr. Das ist schon mal ein Punkt, den feier ich sehr. Da bin ich gespannt, wie er sich so anfühlt in Game.
AI systems.
Well, I'm super excited you guys are representing women's club football now in FIFA. What is it like working with the professional women's team this time around?
It was amazing. We captured 2 professional women's teams, and now that we have women's club teams in FIFA 23, it's bringing authenticity to the women's game. We've captured all this real-world data where they played a competitive match, and now all of that can be felt in the game.
And I know that besides the capturing the specific animations for the passing and the shooting, we actually completely changed the whole locomotion set for the female players. It means like every running style will be feel unique and more realistic.
Ja, okay, die haben halt die Frauenfußballer nochmal überarbeitet, dass die halt auch laufen wie Frauen, auch spielen wie Frauen und sich auch anfühlt, ob man jetzt mit Frauen spielt. Das ist cool. Für die Leute, die das gefühlt haben, ist das cool.
What does all of this unlock in making the Hypermotion 2 experience feel more authentic?
From the first moment you pick up FIFA 23, you're going to notice the dribbling is different.
Oh,
We've used the new
okay.
animations that Hypermotion brings to enhance the responsiveness and
Oh, man sieht aber schon, wie krass der Ball verspringt und so, wenn man die Richtung ändert. Ah, ob das was für mich ist, weiß ich ja nicht. Ich bin ja so ein Typ, der gerne den Ball flach hält, der gern schnell spielt, der gerne mal die Richtung wechselt, auch mal mit dem Skill und so.
the visual quality of dribbling. And it adds a whole new level of personality. When you're playing with elite dribblers, you're going to be able to change directions much more quickly. It's more based on real world football. But what the tech allows us to do is actually interrupt dribble animations so that even if you point to the right side, you can quickly change to the left and we'll interrupt that dribble animation to allow you to sort of like create almost like a body feint motion.
Vielleicht wird dadurch Pay to Win umso krasser, ne? Weil die haben gerade gesagt, umso geiler deine Spieler sind, umso besser die dribbeln können, umso heftiger kannst du dann auch dribbeln und das soll man auch krass im Spiel merken. Das heißt, vielleicht wird dieses Jahr, wenn das wirklich so ist, Pay to Win nochmal viel krasser. Wenn ich dann am Anfang der Weekend League mit meinem Icon-Team ankomme und gegen irgendjemand spiele, der weiß ich nicht, mit einem Bundesliga-Team ankommt, das irgendwie 20.000 Coins kostet, dann werde ich da auf jeden Fall Vorteile haben.
Which means we can ensure the clean footsteps in between every dribble touch.
Right, and then people always ask, well, what's the counter to dribbling? Surely there's something in defending. Well, that's where the new machine learning Jockey comes in. So the way you're able to position your body, the way you're able to angle up to that dribbler.
Geil, neues Jockey-System, neues Verteidigungssystem.
It's much more intelligent.
Yeah, and I know that the Jockey allows you to have this super smooth, quick, lateral move.
Ah, das sah cool aus, Also Jockey fühle ich ja sowieso mit L2 immer, muss man immer Jockey mit einem Verteidiger und so. Aber das sieht jetzt irgendwie noch geiler aus, irgendwie noch gezielter.
In and out, step-ins, change of direction.
Well, I love using the jockey button, so I'll definitely be using this to counter the dribbling. Please tell me more, guys.
Another part of the hypermotion that I'm super excited is accelerate. We know that the pace, speed, and acceleration, those attributes is probably the very first thing that our players look into.
Exactly, like acceleration is very important.
Yeah. Inspired by the real-life players, we defined free acceleration.
Okay, es gibt 3 Beschleunigungstypen in FIFA, die von realen Spielerinnen und Spielern inspiriert wurden.
Archetypes. The explosive, controlled, and lengthy. The length is the strong physical players, but it's not only limited to the defenders. Some of the strong physical attackers.
Junge, die ganzen Verteidiger sind die ganze Zeit so schnell wie Messi. Guck mal, Messi sprintet da gerade Marquinhos und Kimpembe und Messi hat am Anfang, war er schneller und jetzt holen die Verteidiger ihn aber auf.
Will also benefit from this archetype, which means...
Oh nee, bitte mach die Verteidigung nicht so OP, nicht viel zu OP. Nicht, dass man wieder so wenig Tore schießen kann.
They might be not as fast on the very short distance, but will be able to accelerate and very long.
Boah, das wird so aufregend, wenn man denkt, man ist durch und die Verteidiger holen einen auf einmal auf, ne?
Powerful strides to really improve their speed and accelerate even further and get the edge over the longer distances. I know that most of the players will be using the controlled, which is more continuous acceleration, but I really like the other archetype, the explosive one, which is dedicated to agile players like those midfielders in the center of the pitch, because they might not be associated with the pacey and the long runs, but they have that killer quick first step.
Oh wow.
Okay, krass. Die Mittelfeldspieler haben so einen richtig schnellen First Touch.
Literally coming so fast off the mark.
And it's not just the acceleration types that we have that are new this year. We also have signature run styles for those top players.
Boah, Haalands Laufstyle ist safe im Game.
I know Mbappe is one. We've got his unique running motion.
Ey, geil! Mbappe mit seiner eigenen Laufbewegung ist jetzt im Spiel.
In the game right now. I know there was a few other players that you were keen to talk about, Sam.
Yeah,
cool.
My favorite one is Vinicius Jr. because he actually has two visually different run styles when he's dribbling with the ball and without. You can see when he's dribbling with the ball, his hands a little bit everywhere because he's so creative going in and out. But when he runs, he's more composed. And I know there's a series of the small, subtle changes in the way the arms move and the elbows move during dribbling, during running, during jogging. And the collection of those small changes really makes a difference.
Oh, wow, that's sick.
Geiler Ball.
Seeing so many new additions on the hypermotion side, but there's really a lot happening in gameplay overall this year.
Neue Freistöße und Co. gibt es jetzt. Jetzt kommen wir zur Offensive, Freunde. Auf dem Part, wo wir alle drauf gewartet haben.
Start on the offensive side of the ball.
Sam, what's your favorite way of scoring a goal?
My favorite one is a power shot. Power shot is a new high-risk, high-reward mechanic that requires a little bit more precision from you, but at the same time it will result in one of the most powerful...
Das könnte ein Gamechanger sein für so ein Skill Gap. Die haben ja gesagt, da braucht man mehr Skill. Es ist sehr viel Risiko, aber wenn man den drauf hat, dann klappt der sehr gut.
Most exquisite animation I've ever seen in FIFA games.
With power shots, you can actually do this in a number of different ways. You can take it off the dribble, or you can take it first time.
Top bins all day, every day.
For sure.
Shauna always going for the top bins. But as we eye the back of the net here, is there anything else to help players score more goals?
Last year, we introduced composed ball control. This year, composed ball striking allows players to control the ball with that first touch and set themselves up for a ball.
Bro, stell dir vor, du machst so ein Tor in der Weekend, die gehen in der 90. Minute und der Gegner denkt so, was ist da gerade passiert?
Or like a bicycle kick. You take one touch to control the ball and then fluidly step into the shot.
Bro, das sieht zu geil aus. Ich will zocken jetzt. Ich will zocken.
The beauty of it is that you're setting yourself up with that thigh touch or that chest touch, so that you can really
Das
step
will ich
into it with
direkt
power
machen.
for the
Annehmen
shot.
in der Luft, bam,
And
Volley.
now to an area where we have a little more time to find different ways to score. What's new with set pieces in FIFA 23?
In FIFA 23, we redesigned all set pieces mechanics. The new
Ja,
penalty
Mann.
kicks will have a more intuitive aiming system, but the
Neues Elfmetersystem, neues Eckballsystem, neues Freistoßsystem dann sozusagen,
key
oder was?
piece of the penalty kicks this year
Guck
is
mal.
a new circle shape composure bar.
LOL!
If you time it right, you will have a more precise shot, which means you can also power it a little bit more.
Oh! Ja, aber wie kann man
that brings
zielen?
us to free kicks, something the community highlights so often. Anything
Nein.
new here players can look forward to?
With the new system, with the right stick, you are able to pinpoint the exact place on the ball.
Okay, mit dem rechten Stick kann man entscheiden, wo man den Ball treffen will. Er hat jetzt den rechten Stick nach rechts gemacht, dass er den Ball so ein bisschen rechts trifft, damit der einen Ife bekommt. Das ist geil.
You're about to strike. And I really love that the new system gives you full control of the trajectory. So in
Guck,
certain
er zielt so
situations,
an der
I
Mauer
can actually
vorbei und dann will er
throw
den
the
so.
ball back into the net.
Nice.
The opponent will have no idea I can do that.
And my favorite thing is on defense, you can actually lie down behind the wall to block any low shots when the wall's jumping.
Guck mal, jetzt trifft er den Ball so ein bisschen oberhalb. Das heißt, ich glaube, ich wird ein Knuckleball, so ein bisschen so ein Dip.
You see that in real football all the time these days.
Ah, okay. Er wollte den sozusagen unter die Mauer durch. Ja, okay, ich check.
Sam, the backline is starting to sweat right now. How on earth are we going to counter all of this on the defensive side?
Every year, we
Defensive, Freunde.
trying to keep up with the attack and with all the new ways to score. And on defender, there are several improvements we had in this year. And my favorite one is a hard slide. This feature was designed to just send the ball as far away as possible. But I found it quite useful as a counterattack to the power shot. Because if you need some time to prepare for a shot, this is a perfect opportunity for me to unexpectedly go and kick the ball.
Okay, Powershots brauchen scheinbar länger. Dann kann der Gegner nochmal reagieren und den Schuss blocken. Das ist auf einer Seite gut, weil diese Powershots so OP sein sollen, auf der anderen Seite auch scheiße, weil man dann manchmal sich aufregt, warum der so lange braucht.
As far away as possible.
And I know we've added a ton of new animations just for the elite defenders. So more coverage to stop the ball. Even if you've sort of overrun the ball, you can reach back and still get your toe onto it. So really nice way to make those world-class defenders stand out.
Naturally, we've made our way to the last line of defense. What's new
Nach Goalkeeper kommen noch Skill Moves.
in goalkeeping this year?
So with keepers, we've added this reaction time based on their vision. So if their vision is blocked, they're going to be a bit slower to react. So more natural behaviors from the goalkeeper. But when they do have time to go up and grab that ball, they're going to be stronger. Even if an opponent
Ja, unnötig immer diese Bälle. Zum Beispiel diese Bälle haben die immer auf einmal zur Ecke nochmal gefaustet oder irgendwie zum
challenging for the
Einwurf
ball,
oder was weiß
they're
ich,
gonna
obwohl die
keep
die
that
fangen
ball.
konnten.
Even if they fall
Ja,
down, they're going to hold on to it.
ja,
just like you see in real life.
besser.
Babes.
Exactly. There's probably some other cool stuff that we haven't talked about. Like the fingers, yeah.
Yeah, we always wanted to add this for
Wow.
a long time, when the goalkeeper will really stretch out, reaching for the ball, and you will be able to see
Lol, das sieht
each
ja
finger
richtig
deformation
crazy aus.
coming up with the contact with the ball. And this year we were able to achieve this. And my favorite
Cool.
part, that this new physics approach was able to recreate not only for the goalkeeper, but also for the defenders. So this year, the ball will actually graze over the foot, will graze over the leg, and there will be more deflections.
And not only does it graze off
Oh, das bedeutet aber auch noch mehr. Ihr wisst, was ich sagen will, oder? Wenn auf einmal der Fuß wegknickt und der Ball dann ins eigene Tor gefälscht wird und man sich denkt, EA Sports, habt ihr da gerade in mein Spiel eingegriffen?
the deflection, it actually pushes back like the foot or the arm.
I know
Oh,
Shauna's
that's
been
aber
dying to
geil.
ask you this. Shauna,
This is low-key my favorite part. Skill moves. What's new? Tell me everything about it,
Ja, Mann.
please. I'm dying
Jetzt aufpassen,
to
Freunde.
know.
There's so many new things with skill moves actually, but my favorite part is the left-footed skill moves. This is something the community has been asking for many years, and we finally got that into the game. So if you're Mars, for example, You can actually do an elastico skill, and he'll use his left foot to do that now. There's so many other skills to talk about, like Mbappe,
Sonst war's immer
right?
mit
The
dem
way
Rechtsfuß
he
trotzdem, ne?
makes a shot.
I really love the fake shots because it's one of the easiest and most reliable skill moves to perform in the game. And I know that this is available only to the elite players.
And we also have a stutter feint skill move where they feint one way and make you step the wrong direction.
My favorite new skill moves is a heel fake to ball roll.
Boah,
I mean,
geil.
I've been using it already in the game, and it's
Bro!
a skill move where you actually
sieht
use
so
the heel
effektiv
to fake
aus.
a pass, and then you do a ball roll to the other direction.
Oh wow, that's sick. Well, this is going to be great content for me.
Totally. I'm loving all of these new updates coming to FIFA 23, from women's football to new shooting mechanics to all new ways to defend. And your first look at what Hypermotion 2 is bringing to the game.
Ey, ich
That doesn't
freue mich
fit.
so krass drauf, Freunde. Wer freut sich auch so krass drauf, Freunde? Wow! Bewertet mal, was ihr gesehen habt von 1 bis 10. Was glaubt ihr, wie gut wird FIFA 23? Ich bestelle auf jeden Fall vor. Lasst ein Like da, lasst ein kostenloses Abo da. Es folgt noch mehr Content. Wenn ich was sehe, bringe ich das direkt hier auf YouTube hoch. Deswegen aktiviert die Glocke. Wir sehen uns. Peace.